Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Bitcoin. Once again, thank you for continued support. Okay, really do appreciate it. Big up the CoinsKid crew. Thank you for putting me in the final of that competition. That's amazing, all the voting and everything. I really appreciate the support. And once again, thank you for the comments I received on the video yesterday. I was a bit apprehensive about uploading, but you know, I'm always just going to post what I see. I'm never going to beat around the bush or you know, just avoid the sort of worst case scenario, and I'll always tell you the truth basically. And I do honestly, I stand by my prediction of 200k in this bull run, and I do think we will get there eventually. You know, time will tell. But it's not going to be an easy ride. It's going to be a long, bumpy process and a long, bumpy ride. And hopefully along the way, I can provide you with the great entry points as well on that particular journey. So right now you can see that Bitcoin obviously at the moment is consolidating, isn't it? And like I said to you, when you caught between the 20 weekly EMA and the 55 on the weekly time frame right here, you consolidate, and you basically can see that that's what Bitcoin's doing right now. Okay, so you know we've got the narrative now of $19,715, a retest of the previous cycle high right here as support, because it's something that it didn't do on the weekly time frame. Okay, you just melted through that support, and you've not had the backtest of support. Now there was a lot of questions yesterday about the fact that, you know, Bitcoin has never come up and fell back down to the previous support. I'm fully aware of that, and I did say that in the video. You know, that's quite a bearish thing. We've never seen that before. But what I mean is, on the way up in previous cycles, and I'll show you in a moment, on the way up in previous cycles, it backtested support on the way up, and this is something that it's not done. It's just melted through. You've had 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks attacking it as resistance, and then boom, see you later, it went through. And just to clarify, on the daily time frame as well, okay, you didn't even backtest it on the daily. You melted through there. Do you see that? So you've not actually backtested support. And like I said to you, when you break through any of these fib levels, okay, or on any time frame, when you're breaking a high, you always usually see the backtest of support, whether it's a swing low to come back and backtest of support and a continuation, swing high to swing low. That's what I've always taught you, okay? And it's not been backtested even here. You know, I remember this particular point. This was an ascending triangle, okay? It's a bullish continuation pattern just here, okay, and I remember it breaking out, and it thinking, yeah, it's broke it. But one thing we never seen is a back test of support. We never seen it hold of support, and right now you can see even on the daily, what we needed to see was something like this, where it come back and then continuation. Do you see that on the daily time frame? So I mean, the fact that it's not happened doesn't mean it has to happen, okay? It has to happen. We could potentially just bounce here and this be the base, but you can see that if we do start to lose this support right here at the 1272, which again has never happened in a bull run, okay, we've always gone up and fell back to the 1272 as support before continuation. If we do start to lose this primarily and start to hit it on head, this is our target. Okay, this is a target, and I've shown you why in yesterday's video. Okay, and this is a thing. It's like people think, like, because I've said it's going down there, it's going down there. Honestly, there's something like 50-50. Let's flip a coin on it. Okay, this is not financial advice. Just because I'm saying it's going to 19k doesn't mean it's going to 90k, and just because I'm saying it's going to 200k doesn't mean it's going to 200k. This is all theory based and technical analysis. And I know so far, okay, I won't blow my own trumpet, but I know so far every single thing I've said's true, isn't it? You know, we was up here and I said to you, we're going to come down to 43k, okay, and we did. We came down there, we had a little bit of a relief and then continuation, and we bounced off 1272 support, and also it was the technical target out of that rising wedge which I gave you as well. Do you remember? So, and also the swing low, okay, it was a swing low target. That's why I was able to pinpoint 28,800 as a bounce area, and from there, for those of you, not financial advice, but if you'd have put some cheeky bids in there, you'd be roughly 20% up on Bitcoin right now. So that's great, that's golden. But if you continue to hit your head on the daily time frame, okay, on the daily 20 EMA, you're in a downtrend effectively. And you can see if you continue to do that, this is where you're contributing to your downtrend right here for Bitcoin. So do anticipate that a crunch time is coming, okay? You literally do anticipate, because of this particular level of resistance right here, okay, you are under the kosh effectively, and a decision is coming, because what's happening here is this 20 is falling, okay? If you continue to be under it like this, you're either going to lose support or break resistance right here. So you're a few days away from a bit of a decision for Bitcoin, whether or not you're going to see something like this, where you're going to get this relief rally, come up, break these levels of resistance, start to come up, break this high, continuation up to 200k. Because I know, I'm fully aware, and I've already gone through it before, we've got multiple patterns here, okay, and a lot of technical analysis are throwing this around. We've got this, okay, you've got your Wyckoff accumulation right here, okay, and this is a spring, and right now we're having the back test for continuation. If we get that, golden. But what I'm saying is, if you start to see us get forced out here of this level of support, do go short down to that, because that's its destination. Because like I said to you, it's not back tested as support. Even on the daily time frame, it's not back tested as support. And I'm going to show you everything, okay? So I'm going to try and be quite thorough with you. You've obviously got the 3 peaks and the basement, and then the domed house up here at 200k. You're fully aware of that as well, yeah? You've also got the fact that whales are accumulating. The top wallets down here are accumulating, okay? They are accumulating. So do they know something that we don't? Whereas, you know, you're never going to come down there. Okay, which would be golden. Actually, it would be golden if we didn't come down there, because that would mean we're getting continuation of the bull run, and it's all going to be fruitful for all of us, and we're going to get to that 200k in a shorter time span. But if we do lose support right here, okay, if we do get forced down now of this 20 and we continue to hit our head, and we do lose support at 1272, which has never happened in a bull run before, we would be coming back down to this. Okay, so do anticipate that. Now I'm going to show you right now on the weekly. Okay, I'm going to show you this. Okay, so look at this previous little rally here in 2000 and where are we? 2011. Whoops, you can see that Bitcoin came up. Okay, it came up just here. Okay, hit its head, didn't it? Created this top just there. Okay, then rolled back, didn't it? But when it broke it, what did it do? It didn't backtest the support. Do you see this? Look. You broke this cycle high just there. Do you see that? Cycle high. You never backtested support. You melted through it again. You hit resistance. Then the next week, you just melted through it. And then when you were above it, you didn't come back to it and backtest this particular high as support. Do you see this? Not until you peaked here in this rally, okay? Because this was a 2-part bull run. Do you remember that? And where did the bear market come back to? It came back to the previous high as support. Do you see that? So you got overextended, you rolled back, and your bear market bottom was this first peak bull market high that you didn't backtest of support. And this is why I say these backtests of support, when swing highs, swing lows, are so important to see the previous high backtest of support on any time frame. So as you can see in this particular bull run here, when we started again in 2013, we went up, didn't we? And this was the last bull run in 2017 right there. You can see that when you went through the previous cycle high of the previous bull market, okay, the top, you tested it just here, this cycle top, you see, because you had 2 cycle tops there, went up, you didn't back test it as support, you melted through it, like I've just shown you, just there, hit your head, come back down, where was support? Previous swing high. Do you see that? So this one, you rallied just here, but when you went up, you broke the previous cycle high and you back tested support. You actually fell for it, but you had multiple tests of support and held. Do you see this? So you came up, you fell through support, okay, it was turned into a bit of resistance right there, you went through, you opened the week and back test of support, see you later alligator, we're gone. Now right now in this particular cycle just here, you've gone through and you've not had the back test for support. So do anticipate that, but it's just one little silly indicator, okay? It doesn't mean it's necessarily going to happen, but you can see why it would happen if it was to happen, okay? So I hope you understand that bit of technical analysis right now. And to be honest with you, I'm just going to show you this on the daily time frame, okay? So looking at Bitcoin on a daily time frame, I'm going to show you a little bit of a bearish bias right now, okay? Personally, you know, I'm going to show you everything. So potentially, you know, you have got this bear flag. It is a bear flag right here, okay? And we have actually fallen out of this bear flag. Looks a little bit something like this. I'm going to show you this, okay? So yeah, pretty much a bear flag like that, and we've already broken out of it just here, okay? And you can see right now we're hitting our head on it as resistance, okay? Now the destination, obviously, as you're fully aware, is from there down to there, is roughly from the top there where you fell into the bear flag and formed the base. You're looking at 40% correction. So you've already broken out of the bear flag as support just here, okay? Look, support, lost it, boom, turn it now into resistance. You're under the daily 20 EMA. So if you continue to hit your head on the daily, like I've shown you on the 20 EMA, if you're hitting your head, contributing to your downtrend, you know that. You're fully aware. If you're under the EMAs, you're under resistance, you're in a downtrend. So until we start to see the break back above, continuation, we're in a downtrend. So if we do start hitting ahead and continue to fall here, because you can see you've come back up, you've fallen out of the pattern, come back up, you're hitting your head. If you do roll, then from here we said 40%, didn't we? And look at that, boom, straight down to the previous cycle high. So do anticipate that if you see Bitcoin hitting its head, it's going to roll over effectively. So that's another little signal that was saying potentially we are rolling over, and we're right now under a level of resistance. Now obviously there is another little thing as well. Let me show you on the weekly time frame just there for Bitcoin, where this very similar things happened before. Okay, let me drop the fib retracement back in. I know this is really bearish, but I'm just going to show you. Okay, unless we don't get a pickup, this is its destination. This is what I'm trying to say, but it doesn't mean we're entering a bear market. I think that what might happen, come back down, you'll see a wick down there, and that'll be the low, and we'll get the pickup, and we'll look at the continuation up here. Okay, because I'm going to show you something right now. This particular bit of a bubble, it's a bit of a bubble, you gotta admit it's a bubble. Yeah, we've got overextended, we're rolling back, we're losing support, we're basically coming back down to the norm. So basically just here you've got this level of consolidation here, you've got this tabletop top, you've got another level of consolidation here before losing the EMAs, coming back down to a previous level of support for continuation of the bull run. And right there you've got the unforeseen black swan V-shaped recovery right there, which you know about, I've shown you before. So right here, consolidation, tabletop top, consolidation, potential, collapse, lose support, go short, down to the next level of fibs, just like here, you lost support just there, lost support at the 050, do you see that? And what did you do? You came back down and held support at the previous fib level, which is 0382, and primarily you're looking at a very similar scenario here, very similar structure, where you've got the consolidation, the tabletop, the consolidation, the rollover, lose the EMAs, bounce off support at the lower fib level, the 0382 at 6310, okay, picked up, got back through the EMAs, looking good, unforeseen black swan event, V-shaped recovery right there, continuation. Because for me, the bull run started here. Okay, this was your capitulation event for Bitcoin. This was your bear market just here. Then you bottomed out just here. You start to pick up. You formed the buy and go to the beach signal from CoinSkid just there. That was your bull market start. That's why I was able to lay down the fibs at that particular level and say Bitcoin's going to go to 61k and potentially 200k in the next bull market, which is starting. Okay, so remember all them indicators and this technical analysis that I'm showing you, because when we enter the next bear market, and there will be a bear market where we have a capitulation bottom, okay, after reaching this 200k. When we do that, and you form the bearish cross, and then you get the bullish cross again, lay down your fibs, because that'll show you where Bitcoin's going to. Really, is that simple. So yeah, that's basically a bit of technical analysis. Something that's happened before is potentially happening again with Bitcoin. Okay, so do anticipate that. This scenario just here is very, very similar to this scenario, where you lose support, you go short on the fibs, lose support, go short on the fibs. Do you see that? But it wasn't the end. Okay, it wasn't the end, and we rejected the bearish cross, just like here. We may reject this bearish cross just here. We may not even get as low as 1917. We may get as low to prevent the bearish cross just here. The sell and go to the beach signal. If we do get that, you see that we get rejected. That's called an EMA retest, and that's where you get the slingshot continuation. So I know it's bearish, okay, and it's not the news that everyone wants to hear, but unless we can start to get back above those EMAs, especially on the daily time frame right here, you are still under the cosh for Bitcoin, and you are potentially coming lower. And I am looking at particular targets on a lot of projects as well, which are telling me we are coming lower. Okay, so that's confluence of the fact that, you know, what makes them go lower obviously is Bitcoin. You know, I've got a breakdown target on Cardano, I've got a breakdown target on VeChain, I've got a breakdown target on what's the other one, Harmony One. So, you know, with that you need the confluence. And I remember a few weeks ago when I discovered the breakdown targets on Cardano down to $1.17, and you know, I was a little bit in disbelief, to be honest with you, but obviously the only way it goes down, it doesn't go down because it starts dumping on its own, it dumps because Bitcoin drags the market down with it. So if you're seeing breakdown targets and breakdown patterns on your altcoins, Bitcoin is the cause and the catalyst to send them down, basically. That's what I'm trying to say to you. So yeah, it's the bearish bias and it's a bearish outlook for Bitcoin, unfortunately. But unless we start to see a breakout now or above those daily 20s EMAs and get back above 55, we are primarily looking at losing this 1272 and coming back down and potentially wicking off this 1917. Where is it? What's the previous cycle high? So it's roughly around about $19,700 right there. So if you do start to see the roll and lots of support for Bitcoin, do put some cheeky bids in down that level, because I would imagine just like here, you know, just down here, because this was unforeseen. This would have been your bottom. This would have been a fantastic entry point for Bitcoin, but obviously it picked back up, got back above the EMAs. It was looking for continuation. You was holding support just there. Boom. Black swan, which was Corona, the Corona dump. You all know that was an unforeseeable event. So unless we get something like that again, we're not looking at that for Bitcoin. We're looking at continuation, overextension, rolling back to support, holding continuation in the bull run right there. So yeah, hopefully, you know, for those that are happy about that, you know, that's great, because it offers an optimal entry point for that, doesn't it? And I am fully aware as well that we've got whales accumulating around here. Okay, so perhaps they're not seeing this, what we're seeing right now, and also they know something that we don't, that this is the bottom. Potentially it is, of course, you're fully aware of that. So what else we've got? Obviously, fully aware, we've got the free cycle, the free peaks there, and the basement and the continuation. You know that the free peaks and the domed house. You've also got Wyckoff accumulation right here, and we're entering the spring phase, and right now we're back testing before continuation. So that's good. You know, it's confluence, and hopefully those patterns are correct. And this particular breakdown now to this target, the previous cycle high, is invalidated. But I've just shown you, okay, where it happens before and where you do see them back tests of previous cycle highs on the way up. Okay, take care everybody. I'll be back tomorrow with another update on Bitcoin. Stay strong, stay healthy, stay tuned. Tomorrow, instead of giving you the zoomed out outlook, I'll give you some more trades on the hourly time frame and stuff like that. So take care everyone, have a good Friday, and I'll be back tomorrow. Bye bye.